Hi everyone. Today we will talk about PTE exam listening part. Listening part is the part 3 of PTE exam, and in this part we have two sections. In section 1 we have summarizing spoken text part, and here you will have approximately 20 or 30 minutes. In section 2, we have 7 different item types, question types, and these question types are multiple choice, choosing multiple answers, fill in the blanks, highlight correct summary, multiple choice, choosing single answer, selecting missing words, highlighting incorrect words, and writing from dictation. And these 7 questions will take approximately 23 to 28 minutes. So let's have a look at these question types in detail. In the first one, summarizing spoken text, you will hear a short lecture or a talk. It will change, of course, and you need to write a summary. In this task, the length of recording is around 60 to 90 seconds, and you have a word limit here in your summary. The word limit of response is 50 to 70 words. So we have some key points to remember here. You need to check your grammar, spelling, and punctuation because your responses are scored on grammar, spelling, and vocabulary. You can see this is a sample summary. The student wrote his or her answer here. The first thing we see, there's a spelling mistake. So maybe when you finish writing your summary, you can make sure you know your common errors by heart. So you can check your mistakes before you hit the next button. It's important that you check your answers for subject-verb agreement, tenses, or word order. There is an example. If you want, we can listen to an example here. We will listen to just some part of it.
Scientists are discovering that when you touch someone, you communicate very specific emotions such as sympathy, disgust, gratitude, or even love. The current issue of the scientific journal Emotion features a series of studies about touch. Reporter Michelle Trudeau touched base with the lead researcher.
Psychologist Matt Hertenstein from DePaul University in Greencastle, Indiana.
So this is a part, a very short part of the listening, summarizing spoken text listening. So let's look at the next one. Next one is multiple choice and choosing multiple answers. You will listen to the recording here and answer the question by selecting all the correct options. You will need to select more than one response here. Normally, the length of recording is 40 to 90 seconds, and you need to find more than one response. We have an example and some key points to remember. So let's have a look at the example first. Then we can have a look at the tips. So take a listen, please.
We are led to believe that basically much of eastern North America was heavily cloaked in mature forest that today we covet as old growth, and yet at one time it was the sort of ancestral botanical blanket that covered much of certainly Massachusetts and New England.
So this is one part. This is one part of the listening recording, and you need to listen to it, and you need to answer the question. What happened as a result of the arrival of colonists? This is the question, for example, and you need to answer the question. Please remember, this is choosing multiple answers, so you need to choose more than one option. So the important part is this: you need to find key points in the answer options before the recording begins. These key points can be noun phrases or verbs. In the listening, there was the word deforestation, for example. And here you have 7 seconds to prepare before the recording starts. So you can make some notes while listening, and you can make your answer choices after the recording has finished. So let's have a look at the next one. Next one is about fill in the blanks. You will hear a recording here, and you need to type the missing words in each blank. So you listen and type the missing words in each blank here. The important tip here, to write the words you hear for the blank on the screen or your erasable booklets as you listen. You will have an erasable booklet while you are having the exam, so you can take some notes while you are listening. And the next one is highlighting correct summary. You will hear a recording here, and you will click on the paragraph that best relates to the recording. So the length of the recording is usually 30 to 90 seconds, and you will generally have 3 to 5 paragraphs, and the length of the paragraphs is up to 60 words. So you will listen and you will choose the best summary. There are some tips here. You can make notes using your erasable booklet and match them to the correct summary when the recording completes. You can see an example note-taking here. The students took some notes, and with the help of those notes, the students find the correct answer. Models of motivation here, 2 models. The main focus on homostatic model. The words are the key. So, multiple choice, choosing single answer. This is relatively easy because we will listen to the recording here and answer the multiple choice question by selecting the correct response. Only one response is correct here. So there are generally 3 to 5 answer options, and the length of the recording is generally 30 to 60 seconds. There is an important tip here. You need to skim the question and the answer options before you listen. You need to do it to understand the topic and what may be said about it. Here you can see the question and the options. You need to read the question first and then the options to understand the topic. Because understand the question and the topic of the recording will help you to choose the correct option. Selecting missing word is another type of question in our listening section. So you will hear a recording about any topic. At the end of the recording, the last word or group of words has been replaced by a beep. So you will select the correct option to complete the recording. Generally, the length of the recording is 20 to 70 seconds, and you have 5 or 3 answer options, and you need to find what is said. There are 3 to 5 response options, as you can see, but only one option is correct. so be careful about it. And the next recording doesn't begin playing until next is clicked. So you have a little time to think about your answer. If you want to change the answer, you must click on it again to deselect it. Then click on the option that you think is correct. So you click on it to choose, or you click on it again to deselect. And we have another one, highlighting incorrect words. You hear a recording in this type, question type. There is a transcription. Some words differ from what the speaker said. So you will listen and follow the transcription and find the different word. There is a tip here. You need to follow the text like this with the cursor. This is your cursor. With the cursor as you listen. So you can move the cursor along the screen as the words are spoken and click on any words that sound different from the words on the screen. So the last type of the question is writing from dictation. This is also relatively easy because you will hear only a sentence. So you will listen to the sentence and type the sentence in the box below exactly as you hear it. And you need to write as much of the sentence as you can. You will hear the sentence only once. Don't forget. Generally, the length of the recording is 3 to 5 seconds. The important thing is here, score points are given for every correctly spelled word written in the right order in the response box. So you need to revise it before finalizing it. So you need to make sure you spell every word correctly and in the right order, of course. Don't forget, you listen to this recording only once. So this is the end of our recording, guys. I wish you good luck in your PTE exam.